I have always been acutely aware of aging. I had a breakdown when I reached double digits. I had a crisis of self in the American Girl doll store when I was 14. I thought I needed to be institutionalized when I was 31 because I was so terrified I'd already reached my peak and it would only trend downward from there. Every birthday, for as long as I can remember, has been preceded by months of dread and consistent, ruminating thoughts of what I'm losing as I get older. With every outfit worn, every compliment received, and catcall heard, there was this looming thought in the back of my head saying this feeling, this love, this fun, it won't last because you're getting older. I spent so much of my youth villainizing getting older that I got older anyway, and I wasted so much of my time being so scared of it. But it happens anyway. Unless you die before you're given the opportunity, you just get older. So what a silly way for me to spend the majority of my life. I don't spend it like that anymore. I know there's so much more than I thought there was. There's so much growth and love and change and opportunity, and I don't think 20-somethings know that. They think it'll all just stop one day, but it doesn't, and there's time for so much more than you think. I'm 59 now, and I'm simultaneously infuriated with my younger self and feel so much grace for him. When I was 20, I was looking back on my teens and not wanting to relive those years, so much as wanting to go back and redo so many things. I thought the same thing about college when I was 25 and about being 25 when I was 32. This thread just continued and continued, feeling so deeply that I needed to go back and start over, that I didn't appreciate what I had then, and if I could just go back now and do it again, I could do it right. I've realized now, and I first realized it around 38, that every period of my life is a period of my life that I'll look back on and wish I could start again. So now, rather than spending my time lamenting over missed opportunities and what I know now that could have helped me then, I recognize that this now, this present, this is what I'll wish I could redo in 5 years. So I better do it right, and I better let it go after. Aging is very complicated for me. My grandmother was murdered in 2015, and my cousin was killed in a car accident the year after. I think the worst part of the death of someone you love like I loved them is that you'll eventually grow old and all of this fucking insane grief and mourning that you've done over the last 7, 10, 30, 50 years is there, and the people who weren't there just don't get it and can't mourn the way you do. All the people you meet after it happens don't get it. My husband won't get it, my kids won't get it, my friends don't get it. And it's selfish to say, but I wish they could. I wish they did get it. I feel like it's weird sometimes how much it's on my mind. Like, how am I still thinking about and talking about this 7 years after her murder? These feelings are so deeply ingrained in aging. With each day, month, and year that passes, I'm one day, month, and year closer to not feeling this way anymore. I am one day, month, and year closer to being reunited with them, or at least dead enough that I won't know I wasn't. But I'm also one day, month, and year further from the last time I knew them, from that last Christmas when I saw them. I'm simultaneously further and further away from their life and love and memory, but I'm closer and closer to the end, where I won't have to lament over their violent deaths or the lives they're missing or the things I can't tell them. It's so complicated, but I hope every day that one day my family will recover from this. But for now, we're just one day, 1 month, 1 year closer. There's just so much joy to be had as you get older. When you're young, there's so much worry about what you're doing, what you're not doing, what you'll regret. There's so much anxiety in being young, worries over career, marriage, family, siblings, disappointment, wasted time, and wasted money. But as you age, you realize there's so much more joy to be found. Life that is filled with light and wonder and curiosity. I point out bunnies and butterflies now. I go on walks and smile at the way the sun plays with the leaves and the trees. I keep my holiday lights up all year round. I leave streamers up in my house from parties and birthdays. I have art hung on my walls from so many different facets of my life. I walk along fence posts and country roads and remember what it was like to be 17 and to be so consumed by my individual experience that I missed the bunnies and the butterflies and the sun and the wildflowers. I don't miss any of that now, not even a second of it. I see it all. I walk through tall grass and close my eyes by the ocean. I write letters and cook with jazz music on. I call my brothers and I organize my glassware. Growing older is this incredible, fun, messy, devastating adventure that all those who die get to experience. But I wish more people knew what joy and wonder can be found even as you age. More people need to know how much love there is past 30. The buck just goes on, and thank God it does, or I would have missed the bunnies and the butterflies.